What's your favorite scary movie?
Not this. So Scary Movie is the latest in the Scary Movie franchise.
Yes.
Series of parody films created by the Wayans brothers back in the 90s, early 2000s.
And they got kicked off the project.
Thrown off their own production.
By the Weinsteins. And then they're coming back.
Now they're back. So this is the 6th Scary Movie film. But just like Scream, when Scream came back, it was just Scream. It wasn't Scream 5. So we're doing the same thing here because we're once again going back to the formula of the first 2 Scary Movie films, which was basically just parodying Scream.
Oh, and then maybe.
Peppering a bunch of other crap into it.
This is a lot of pepper.
A lot of pepper. I feel like that's where it goes wrong.
Yes.
I think if they had focused more on just parodying Scream, like 5 and 6.
Yeah, like the first 2 movies.
Then this would have been much more cohesive, and I think it would have been funnier because they could have done deeper dives into that kind of continuity or lore or whatever.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have a lot of just parodies that they do in this.
They cover a lot of ground here. It parodies obviously Scream. The only time it ever seems to have any kind of narrative at all, it's parodying Scream.
Yeah.
And at times it's not even parodying it. It's literally just taking scenes from Scream 5 and putting it in order. And then they throw in stuff like The Substance and
Get Out.
Get Out. They have a K-pop Demon Hunter reference in there. They've got Long Legs.
Heretic, apparently.
I guess.
I haven't seen
the
it. The
Wikipedia says Heretic, but I don't know where that reference was.
Sinners is one.
Sinners, yeah. So a lot of different references, but which sounds funny at first, and it has its moments. Some of it was funny, some of it wasn't. I'm not going to be one of these reviewers that says nobody laughed in the audience.
Yeah, there was people laughing in this one.
Yeah, there are definitely people laughing, but it was funny because, which I guess this is the case with all parody movies, the plan is to basically carpet bomb your audience with jokes, and then one of them's bound to land.
Yeah.
So, like, because you notice when people were laughing, it wasn't the whole theater. It was like one person in the corner somewhere, and then another person would laugh at something else. And
I know the one guy beside me was laughing quite a bit.
yeah. So it's not that the audience didn't enjoy the film, and I also enjoyed the film to an extent.
Yeah.
But I feel like it had a lot of missed opportunities, mostly because it was covering everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird in a way that might have been calculated, because it seems like it's designed for people that didn't really watch the movies, but instead like were aware of the films. They saw the trailer or they saw promotional material for this film, and then they didn't actually see it. So because they parody a lot of stuff that's in the trailers for those films. So I wonder if that's intentional, to just try to get the widest audience possible.
I kind of wonder, this is like speculation, I kind of wonder, because the runtime for this is like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. I wonder if they only had a specific amount of time to make their movie.
They could have.
Because from the looks of it, there are certain scenes that look like they were cut.
They might have been longer.
And I don't know if they had to do that, or it didn't make any sense. Because apparently like there was a scene, like it was in the trailer, where it has Terrifier in it.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently that was longer at one point in time, according to Wikipedia. But they removed it and then they brought it back with a trimmed down version of it. Yeah. So I kind of wonder how much of this actually was cut.
It could have been a lot. I don't know. And they may have shrunk it down just so they could get more showings or something like that.
I
feel like it probably was to get to the most general audience possible.
Yeah.
Which is where my complaint comes in if you're actually a horror movie fan. Because there was a lot of things. I had seen almost all the movies that they're parodying here. So, like, I was expecting something else to happen. And that they're done with that movie and they're on to the next thing.
Yeah, they kind of do their thing and it's the next movie.
Because one thing I did see people praise this movie for was the one character, Tuesday. So they took Jenna Ortega's character from Scream 5 and 6, Tara, and they combined her with Wednesday Addams from the Wednesday Netflix show. But that was it.
Yeah.
You could have done so much more with that, and they didn't. It literally was Tara from Scream, but with Wednesday's haircut.
It was a very surface level thing.
And that was the joke.
Yeah.
And that was the whole movie.
Yeah.
That was the joke. The only thing that was funny was when they came up with her name, because it was like, we named you Tuesday because I was drunk and it was Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, she does say that.
That was the closest thing to comedy, and that wasn't even that character. That was the mom joking about the character.
Which is Anna Faris, which she was she's like she's a legacy character.
Right. So it's like, but for me, as somebody who had seen those things, enjoys both of them, is generally a fan of Jenna Ortega anyway. So it's like, I knew more about the subject, and I was like, you could have done way more with that.
Yeah.
For instance, just off the top of my head, you have a Megan reference here. Megan shows up, does her weird dance, and then she's gone. Well, get into that in a second. But Megan shows up, does her weird dance. Wednesday is primarily known on the internet for her weird dance from season 1.
Yeah.
The dance-off potential. Like, it's totally, they didn't even bother. So, like, you could have done way more stuff with that than they did. And that's a major part of the film, is a lot of it is just like, oh, they took that scene from Scream. That's it. They didn't do anything with it. But yeah, the Megan thing. Megan, she does her weird dance. They take her mask off, and it's Ghostface.
Yeah.
And he stands up, and the joke is that it's a tall guy hidden disguised as a little girl. And it's like, that was from the trailer to Naked Gun.
Yeah.
We saw that last year.
I think they did that twice.
They did it twice, yeah, because Shaquille O'Neal shows up at the end.
Yeah.
And he's disguised as Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And it's the same exact joke. It's like, okay, I mean, you couldn't come up with something else?
Even though I think Shaquille O'Neal was actually in one of the movies, apparently. I don't, like I said, I've only watched, like, the first one.
Yeah.
So I've never seen any of the other ones.
Yeah,
so
we're not
apparently
experts.
He was in the other one.
We're definitely not experts on the scary movie films.
Apparently he cut off Dr. Phil's foot or something.
Oh, they did reference it.
Yeah.
So he was in one of the other ones. But as somebody who hadn't really seen the other ones, I don't know how this stacks up.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as a horror movie fan who had seen most of the things that this is parodying, you could have done a lot more with a lot of this. And I feel like if they had just parodied Scream and maybe like one other thing, because the Long Legs parodies do nothing.
Yeah, that was just like in there for no reason at all.
It doesn't connect to the rest of the storyline, and it's not even funnier than the original film.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those guys that stands by the fact that Nicolas Cage is a comedic genius in Long Legs.
Yeah.
His portrayal is actually funnier than the guy in this, so...
Because it was like, they're trying to find Ghostface and stuff.
Yeah.
And they see the Longlegs guy. And it was like not even, like no one talked about him.
And those characters never show up in the main storyline.
They're in like the credit scene at the end.
Yeah. It never
Which is basically the same show. It was basically literally a scene-by-scene film of the original, like, from
of Longlegs, yeah. But with a little bit of jokes thrown in.
Yeah.
So I think that's more or less what my issue is here. It's the film feels half-baked. And I think it's because the writers are fully baked.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And I always kind of wonder if maybe, like, this is a movie that... I wonder if this is a one-off, but because... Like, I wonder if they just wrote it because they're like, maybe we can't get another one. Like, it's one of those things where they... Because obviously there was, like, a story. The one reason why they even came back to this.
Yeah. It's
because Harvey Weinstein and Bob Weinstein went to, like, prison and stuff.
Yeah.
And their dad told them, like, you should make this movie again. Because they got kicked off they're just the creators of the series, and they got kicked off
they got thrown off their own series, which happens a lot.
And I wonder how much Paramount actually thought this was going to do good, so they probably just gave it to them. It's like, you could just... Because it was like a first look deal type of thing that they did with this. So I wonder if they were just putting a bunch of stuff in just to, like, get it out of their system. Be like, if it's bad, then okay, we did it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's going to make a ton of money.
Yeah, which it did. It's doing really well, so...
So in that regard, it's doing well.
Now, if they make a second one to this,
and
it's the same type of thing, then I could see it's... Okay.
It's going to be diminishing returns.
But if it's like, if it's more focused in the second movie, like if they were to make a sequel, then I could see, okay, maybe that's the reason why they did this in this first one.
Well, I do know a lot of people prefer the second film over the first one for that reason. Because a lot of people say Scary Movie 2 is the one that has the closest thing to like an actual storyline.
Yeah, because I can't, like, I haven't seen I saw Scary Movie 1 in the theaters, like, a long time ago, so I don't remember, like, half of it. I know it had, like, Doofy and stuff was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in the second one or not, but...
Yeah, so that's pretty much what my feelings are in this film. I would say if you're really longing for the parody era of comedy films, go check it out.
This definitely is a 2000s type of comedy type of thing.
But if that really wasn't your thing, or you're not dying to see that type of film, you could probably just wait for this to show up on streaming or DVD or whatever.
Yeah, I would probably, like, in our theater they had a customer appreciation week.
Yeah.
For like $5. It was like, okay, that's a pretty good movie to watch at $5.
Yeah, if you got some kind of deal going.
I don't know if it's a good movie to watch at full price, but
I'm not singing praises for this. Like, you don't need to go out of your way to see this.
Yeah, movie. It's definitely a movie of its time, I guess you can say.
Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for our review of Scary Movie. So I think if you fall into that category, go check it out. Otherwise, you probably can wait on this.
Yeah.
So if you like the review, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future. And you too could feel the strength welling within. See ya.